If the water is murky, if there's a ring around the pool, or perhaps the chlorine smell is too intense, is it still safe to go in the water? Well, it depends on who you talk to and whether or not you're willing to deal with the consequences. Here on Lower Straits Lake in Commerce Township, the water looks pretty clear on any typical day, and that makes Mary Rohall very happy. This mother of two likes her kids to swim in lake water versus pool water.
I absolutely think my #1 priority if I'm going to swim somewhere is the cleanliness of the water.
And that's something you need to keep in mind. Pediatrician Dr. John Dorsey of Beaumont Hospital says lake water is safe, but watch out for snails and bird droppings because that can lead to swimmer's itch.
When you go swimming in the lake and then you have this burning itch over your body for 2 or 3 days for which there's no treatment.
Another problem, swimmer's ear, an inflammation, irritation, or infection of the outer ear and ear canal.
The intestinal tract germs can get in the ear.
This can come from swimming in polluted water. But Dr. Dorsey says as long as swimming pools are well maintained, problems are usually minor.
I trust the swimming pools.
You trust the swimming pools?
I absolutely do.
Still, contaminated water can spread germs that cause recreational water illness, and this can cause a wide variety of symptoms.
Youngsters can get sinus infections more easily if they have colds.
Even athletes with no history of health problems may show signs of breathing trouble after swimming in chlorinated water. 60% of what's called exercise-induced bronchoconstriction was reported after only minutes of swimming in chlorinated water at levels commonly found in home and public pools. And experts say more so than with the pool, you really have to be careful with a hot tub like this because if you don't have the proper chlorine, germs can spread like wildfire. When it comes to hot tubs, some argue it's like taking a bath with a stranger. Germs can enter your system if you accidentally swallow any of the water, your eyes can become infected, or your nose or ears. According to the CDC, hot tub rash is a common side effect from hanging out in a dirty hot tub.
People can get in somebody's germ-ridden hot tub because they haven't been looking after it carefully enough, and they'll come out with a rash a few hours or a couple of days later that lasts for 2 or 3 days.
So how can you recognize a healthy pool, hot tub, or lake? #1, look for water that's clean and clear. For a pool, it should be free of algae and unclouded. Also smell the water.
Sometimes when pools are so reeking of chlorine, that kind of implies that maybe it's been overused.
As for a lake, watch for snails.
I would be more apt to stay away because of the swimmer's itch, but again, it's not dangerous.
So this 4th of July, keep a watchful eye out on the water you choose to let your kids swim in, so this holiday will go off with a bang instead of an itch. Now, before you allow your kids to swim in a beach or lake in your area, you can always check with the Environmental Protection Agency or the state to make sure the water is monitored and tested so you know it's safe. I'm Carolyn Clifford, Channel 7 Action News.